Okay, I want to talk to you about a very fun fantasy game, so of course I'm going to talk to you about math and statistics. Magic the Gathering has a mana curve to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's a mana curve to the game, but there's also a mana curve to the power of spells. More power means they cost more. Okay, so there's a revolutionary concept here. More is more. The more powerful a spell is, the more expensive it gets. There aren't a lot of 6/6 trample double strikers for 1 mana. But what can we do with this? Well, let's look at the basic bodies on creatures. The basic rate for a 1-drop is 1 power and 1 toughness, a 1/1. That's great. That's great, right? Well, let's compare it to other creatures. Graph time! You thought I wasn't gonna do it, but you were wrong! Oh man, you should see your face. You fool! It's graphs, baby. It's always about the graphs. So here's our lucky little 1/1, and he's lucky because opponent has no blockers. He's just attacking, plugging away at opponent's life. How many turns will it take for him to kill opponent? 1 power has to hit 20 life 20 times. Amazing. Inspirational. What about 2 power? The baseline cost of a 2/2 is 2 mana. So how many times does a 2-power creature have to hit? It has to hit 10 times. Thank God I'm here to do the math for you because this stuff is tough. Okay, so this is great. By adding 1 power, by springing for that extra mana, we doubled our speed. It only takes us half as long now. Let's keep going. This can only get better, right? A 3-power creature for 3 has to hit 7 times. That's kind of uninspiring. When we added 1 power, we added a mana to the cost, but we only got 3 turns faster this time. That sucks. Okay, maybe this was a fluke. Let's just try it again. Let's graph a 4/4 for 4. This is gonna be great. I know this is gonna work. Dang! A 4/4 for 4 takes 5 turns to close. Now don't get me wrong, a 4/4 is better and faster than a 2/2. But the difference between a 1/1 and a 2/2, the difference between that single extra mana and power to make, that's the biggest single shift on this graph. So when it comes to power, 2 is better than 1 in a way that 3 is not much better than 2. It's weird. But you do feel this when you play limited. If opponent wants to whack me with a 1/1, that's pretty much fine. That's not really pressure. But a 2/2 getting it in is a clock. You can't just let that go. I will say it's not just the power of creatures that makes the number 2 shine. The converted mana cost 2 is also really special and limited, but that's for another time. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, it's no wonder that 2 is such an important number for damage. Shock is the standard going rate for a burn spell and it deals 2 damage. Fatal Push hits this magic number as well, and Deadweight for the wild ones out there. It's interesting to wonder if cards like Ragavan would change if they had 1 power. Like, he would still be playable, I think, but I don't think it would feel as bad if he just did 1 damage, or could never really trade in combat. Now let me be clear, 3 power is pretty much better than 2 power. But is it worth another mana? I think the answer is just no, because from Vintage to Draft, you can expect 2-drop creatures that swing for 3 or more. In fact, 3 power isn't worth another mana to the point that they just put it at 2 and take that power from the toughness. It's better, but not 3 mana better. 3 power and 3 toughness occupy this very strange part of the game. 3 toughness makes a creature shockproof and playable in standard and limited. But if you want to hang with the big boys, you need that 4th toughness, because here be Lightning Bolt. 2 toughness is a very strange thing. It's like, okay, you're not gonna literally ping me off the board, I have my dignity. But at the same time, a 2 toughness creature doesn't really put up a fight. If you want to get rid of it, you can get it done. You know, there's actually not a whole lot of difference between 1 toughness and 2. Either way, the creature dies to most removal. The big difference is whether it trades down in the most undignified way possible to something like an elf, or worse, a Memnite. Hey, I thought the price of a power and a toughness was 1. Why is Memnite giving out bodies in power and toughness under rate? Oh well, we'll get back to this another time. If this filled you with rage or gratitude or something else altogether, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe below.